Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and the beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The future of Hope Logan and Thomas Forrester is uncertain, according to the Monday, January 16 bold, and the beautiful spoilers and recap. John Finn Finnegan and Steffy Forrester Finnegan argue over Thomas in the meanwhile. Hope and Thomas are still talking about Emma Barber's passing. Hope, visibly distraught, informs Thomas that she has read every article she could find on Emma's passing. Hope remembers that the police said that no witnesses were there. As Hope informs Thomas that he saw Emma's car drive off the road but said nothing, her emotions are getting out of control. Emma was driving so quickly, Thomas remarks in a low voice. Hope isn't having it and lashes out at Thomas for allegedly pursuing Emma. Though Thomas doesn't dispute that, he says they were both only attempting to reach Hope. Hope pauses to gather her thoughts and get her emotions under control. Thomas, in the meantime, expresses his continued horror at what transpired. Thomas claims that he can't stop thinking about it. Hope then informs Thomas that a lot of people had questioned if Thomas was to blame. Thomas has now acknowledged that he was on Mulholland Drive when Emma passed away. Thomas's head droops gently, uncertain if Hope will be able to get over it. Moving on to Sane, the B&B synopsis and spoilers for Monday, January 15, indicate that Steffy tells Finn that she appreciates his level of protection. But Steffy is adamant that Thomas isn't as dangerous as Finn believes. Finn responds that Xander Avant's murderous allegations concerning Thomas cannot be disregarded. Finn claims that he had to force Xander to provide the information. Finn is repeatedly informed by Steffy, nevertheless, that Thomas is no longer a threat to anybody. Finn argues that Steffy respects and loves her older brother. Perhaps Steffy is just blind to Thomas's potential. Finn reiterates that he was forced to extract the data from Xander and his responses to inquiries. Finn is obviously on Xander's side, but Steffy argues that this doesn't mean Xander's belief is accurate. Steffy continues, saying she is extremely upset by Thomas's errors. Finn acknowledges this, but he speculates, referring to Emma, that Thomas may have harmed someone much more than Steffy. Returning to Thope, Thomas says he regrets and feels humiliated of having kept Emma's identity a secret. Thomas says he often wanted to tell Hope the real truth, but she was always so happy with him. Xander is mistaken regarding Thomas's involvement in Emma's accident. He was there at the site, according to Thomas. Hope hears Thomas' entreaties and pleas for belief. Finn expresses to Steffy his unwillingness to accept Thomas's murderous potential. Thomas, according to Steffy, is incapable of doing it and was very saddened by Emma's passing. Steffy finds it inconceivable that Thomas would conceal the facts regarding Emma's passing. Steffy describes the idea as disgusting. Finn surmises that Thomas was in a dire situation and likely had Hope as his primary goal at the moment. Among the insightful questions Steffy poses to Finn is if he has ever felt threatened by Thomas. Finn claims that's never how he's felt. Using this tactic, Steffy persuades Finn to believe her gut feeling about Thomas. Steffy believes that if Finn is unable to do so, he should at the very least follow her gut. Finn consents to let it go after realizing how much this is bothering Steffy. Hope wants to know why Thomas is telling her the truth now, according to the Monday, January 15 recap and spoilers for the bold and the beautiful. Is it because someone is cornering Thomas? Thomas says he wants Hope in his future. Hope would like to hear the entire tale again. Hope holds back her emotions as Thomas reaches the place where Emma crashed. Emma's head going down must have been a loss of control, according to Thomas. Emma must have been reaching for her phone to give Hope a call, according to Thomas. Even if Thomas may now regret what he did, blaming Emma for it could not assist his case. Finn consoles a tearful Steffy. Finn was unaware of how much Steffy was suffering as a result of this. Finn gives Steffy a sane hug before stepping back to carry on their conversation. Finn acknowledges that his love for Steffy is something he will never forget. Finn talks about losing Steffy and the restless nights he spent without her. Finn assures Steffy that he will give up on the Emma problem if it is what she truly wants. Although Steffy believes and trusts Finn, is he really able to honor his word? Hope is told by Thomas that remembering Emma's passing is like looking at a different person. Thomas expresses gratitude to Hope for making him a better guy. The other guy, according to Thomas, was a conceited and ignorant man. Thomas says he is not the same old Thomas and that he will never be the same. Although Hope pays close attention to everything Thomas says, what does he expect her to say? Without a doubt, Hope has a lot of thinking to do. Thomas wants to put Emma's passing behind him and concentrate on his future with Hope. Hope thinks she needs to consider this, though. Thomas is reminded by Hope that Emma was not a stranger but rather a friend. Hope continues, Emma tried to tell her the truth about her baby, and she died. Hope continues, saying she thinks Thomas is telling the truth. Thank you, says Thomas. Though they no longer address Thomas, Finn and Steffy carry on their conversation. Steffy and Finn are flirting with one another. Steffy explains how appreciative she is that Finn is in her life. As they go on a passionate date, the two have a cute kiss. Returning to Hope, Thomas expresses regret for arousing unpleasant memories. Thomas says he wished Emma hadn't passed away. Thomas claims he feels embarrassed and let down by himself. Thomas discusses how his current love for Hope differs from his earlier, conflicted love. Hope thinks that's not something they need to discuss at this time. Thomas goes on to say that she will be able to look up to and respect him. Hope continues hearing Thomas talk about how he will be a guy to look up to in the future. It's evident that Hope is hearing Thomas' impassioned statement. No more lies or secrets, Thomas pledges. Hope should inform Thomas that she agrees with all he says. Thomas claims that he adores Hope and is eager to show her how talented he is, but only if she gives him the chance. Then, Thomas pulls out the ring and asks Hope to keep trying. What will Hope decide then, and how will that impact Thomas going forward? According to previews for Bold and the Beautiful, Xander Avant has been attempting to enlist John Finnegan in his fight to bring down Thomas Forrester and prevent him from doing additional havoc. Finn might not be the ideal partner for Xander, despite the fact that he made a strong case. Yes, Finn genuinely wants to keep Hope Logan safe, but will he sacrifice his own marriage to accomplish so? Steffy Forrester is getting more and more upset that Finn isn't listening to her. Finn is unreceptive to Steffy's repeated requests to move on from this and keeps bringing it up again. B&B fans are aware that Steffy finds it problematic that Finn has been believing Xander's version of the crush tale so much. Steffy will press Finn to finally stop talking about Xander and Emma Barber over the week of January 15 to 19. Finn may end himself in danger with his relationship if he doesn't start listening soon. That may indicate that Finn will finally give up since he needs to prioritize his marriage to Steffy. Finn might have to set aside all of his worries and focus just on keeping his family happy. Brooke Logan might make a more cunning partner for Xander if he wants to work with someone who doesn't trust Thomas and has good reasons to oppose his connection with Hope. Liam Spencer is an additional possibility, of course, but judging by Liam's response when Xander's name was brought up again, it's likely that Xander is already working with him. The issue is that Hope won't give Liam any credit. However, as Hope's mother, Brooke could have a greater chance of connecting with her. Hope will be sufficiently alarmed by Thomas' crush tale specifics to voice some worries to Brooke regarding Thomas' past. Though Hope won't divulge all Thomas told her, she will undoubtedly voice some concerns and strengthen Brooke's belief that Thope must cease. Brooke may lose it and become even more determined to put an end to Hope's infatuation with him before they get married when she unavoidably learns of the marriage proposal news. At some time, Xander could find Brooke and tell her that her daughter is in serious danger. At that moment, she might promise to do everything it takes to support him in keeping Hope safe. That may lead to a tremendous deal of animosity in Brooke and Ridge Forrester's relationship, which might result in some rather dramatic repercussions. Getting caught up in Xander's retribution scheme may lead to some fascinating issues, since Brooke would also cause tension with Hope, Thomas, and Steffy. Stay in for updates on whether Brooke will join in on the chaos, as Sander may prove unrelenting in his pursuit of Thomas, according to spoilers from The Bold and the Beautiful. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.